Hello. Hey. How you doing? Hey. How is everyone? Soon, I know everyone's gonna join or watching the replay, so I just wanted to come on and really just talk a little bit. It's been a while since I've been on live. I wanted to come in, and I got so much going on. I wanted to share some of the things that I got going on, and really just to talk and see how you guys are doing. What's going on with you guys? What's new? What have you up to? Hey, just wanted to. I'm good. I really am. I'm good. I'm excited about the new things that are happening right now. Definitely am really just happy, just in a space. We just finished another round of Manifest, and just imagining all of the things that one desires in one life to simply be available to you without any questions. And it's really spawned my new venture, my new platform, to really understand what it takes to have unwavering faith. So if you really follow me, then you've kind of seen me post something about unwavering faith in the last 24 hours. And it's just, what does it take? And you probably heard me say, when you know that you know that you know, right? And how many of us know, but we still doubt, we still have fear, we still have, worry. When the word just simply says, do not worry, do not fret, do not fear. I did not give you a spirit of fear. That is not even of me. So where did it come from? Why are you holding on to it? And I see people in the last month just being paralyzed with fear, the fear of relationships going bad, and the fear of money being lost, and how that transpires and really just pulls away from so much of who you are. You don't get the chance to live. So I'm really taking this thing to another level, and just trying to understand, how people's faith are. Where are you with your faith? Is your faith strong? Do you have the faith the size of a mustard seed to believe that all things are possible? Or do you doubt? Do you go to the altar? Do you go to God and you ask and you request and you beg and you plead and you ask and you keep asking, you keep asking, you keep asking, because you don't believe that it will actually happen to you? You don't believe that you'll actually fall in love? You don't believe that you'll actually, find that job that you desire? You don't believe that you'll have the money to get the thing to send your kid off to college? Do you truly believe in all these things? So that's really the question for tonight, is where's your faith? And I remember, and another reason why this is really impactful for me, because I remember when I really started to do this thing called intimacy relationship coaching, and it was really about faith. It was really about believing in myself, believing that I deserve better than what I was letting myself have, and I realized that once we say we believe, we then have to act. They say faith without works is dead. We have this tendency to just be I believe God doing these things, and then we just wait for God to send us the man, or send us the relationship, or send us the job. We don't go out in faith and actively work our faith, and it takes courage. It takes courage. When I tell you, it takes courage to live by faith and not by sight. To have the bill collectors calling you, to have the sheriff at the door, and to give it all up and to say, Lord, I surrender it all. Whatever thy will be done, I serve you. To say that and to believe that and to act on that and to know that you know that everything that's working in your life is working for the good of God. It's hard because, especially, I'm speaking words that many of you have heard before, and you've heard them from a pulpit and from people you don't trust anymore, and that has damaged your faith because, you know, the people who were delivering the messages to you sometimes hurt you. And they hurt us, and I shouldn't say just you, but, you know, I've been hurt by people who I loved and I thought loved me, and those who were religious, you know, and really had the sight of God and within them, and still decided, you know, I allowed for them to hurt me in such a way, to hurt me that it really was damaging. So I know what it's like to be faithless, to walk around and don't believe in yourself and don't believe that you have the power. And they say power of life and death is in the tongue. And sometimes I ask people, you know, how's your day? They be like, oh, I'm fine, or oh, I got a headache, or oh, you know, and they speak and they curse themselves with just their own words. And it's amazing if you just sat down and just listen to yourself, just record yourself for a day or even an hour, and you listen to the things that you say about yourself. And things that you say about your situations, like, oh, my car, I can't wait till I get a new car, I can't stand this car, or I can't stand these people on the job, or I don't like these people on the job. And it's like you keep saying that you don't like these people on the job, and then when you get fired or you get laid off, you complaining about the job, and it's like you just said that you didn't like the job. So God heard you. God doesn't want you to suffer. He doesn't want you to be miserable. He doesn't want you to be upset and sad. He wants you to be happy. So when you give him sadness and upset and frustration and disappointment, God finds a way to ease that pain for you. So he takes you out of that situation. When you say, I hate my husband, or I hate my wife, or I hate this relationship, oh, I ain't never got no money for nothing, and I'm never, you know, willing to do what I can. And God says, okay, if this is making my baby unhappy, I'm going to remove it. So the man leaves, and the woman leaves, and what do? We sit and we cry and we beg and we say, God, please bring him back. God, please bring him back. Please bring her back. And God's like, wait, time out. You just said you hated them. You just said you didn't want to be with them. You just said this person gets on your nerves and makes you unhappy and frustrated and disappointed, and now all of a sudden you want them back? So we fight to get back at the relationship, not realizing that God has got us set up for something better. We always are so afraid. And it's that thing right there. It's that fear of failing, that fear of lack, that fear of disappointment, the fears of insecurities. They all pile up on top of us, and they keep us from growing. They keep us from blossoming. And I'm here tonight. I don't even know why. I really just got on tonight to just kind of see how you guys were doing. But the Word of God is really trying to say that you can't live by faith if you're in fear. The two can't exist in the same space. You can't say, I trust you, Lord, and then doubt that it will happen and pretend. You know what I mean? You can't do that. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Like, I don't know how else to say it. The law don't work that way. The word don't work that. It won't work. They cancel each other out. The moment you go to the altar, for many of you who go to church on a regular basis, or go to your prayer closet, or go to your car, because my car is my sanctuary. I've had a whole life inside of a car. But you go in that moment, in that space, and you say, God, if I can get this, if I can just if you would only just bless me. God, I'm in pain. God, I seek your face. God, I throw myself upon you. God, I really need your help. I really need you to show me the way. Please take this thing from me. And God's like, if I take this thing from you, you won't be able to grow and become the person I need you to be in order to have the things I need you to have, in order to do the things I need you to do. I need you to push through this. I would not give you more that you can bear. And if I did, I'm going to give you a way out. And a lot of times we don't want to be under the pressure. We don't want to be pressed. We don't want to become the diamonds that we're supposed to be. We'd rather be a lump of coal, because being a lump of coal is easy. Being a lump of coal doesn't take much. It takes courage. When I tell you, it takes courage when the bill collectors are calling you, when the kid is sick, when the husband is cheating. It takes courage. It takes courage to show up every day at an office where somebody is lying on you and bad mouthing you and you know it, and everybody else knows it, and people are lying on you when there's mistrust in relationship, and you still show up. It takes courage to live that way. And how many of us have the courage to stand in our truth? It takes courage. And I'm going to tell you, it takes encouragement, but not from me, not from your neighbor. I want people right now, anybody who's listened to this or who's ever listened to me ever before, you listen to the replay, I want you to understand that there is no one out there that is your cheerleader. Stop depending on other people to encourage you to do your best. Stop it. Stop depending on someone else to get you to the finish line. No one else is going to do the work for you. No one else is going to have the passion for your dreams. No one else nobody cares about you. Let's just stop right there. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about what you like. They don't care about what you don't like. They don't care. They care about themselves. Just like you don't care about me and what I've been through, I don't care about what you've been through. But the thing is that once you realize that don't nobody care, so ain't no need to complain about it, ain't no need to worry about how this is going to happen, how that's going to happen. There's no need. There's no need to sit and sulk. The only job that you have to do is to live your best life. It's not just a song. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a trendy thing. It's real life. You're meant to live your best life. You cannot live your best life complaining about the life that you have and not taking active action to change it, not taking active action to live to the fullest. How many times have you laid in the bed and said, you know what, I'll get up in an hour. I'll get up in 10 minutes. I'll do it tomorrow. Come on. At what point in your life are you going to actually do the things that are required for you to do? This is life. Life is tough, period. End of story. Life is tough. It's tough. It's tough for everybody. It's tough for you. It's tough for me. It's tough for your neighbor. But you don't know that. And we all live behind this veil. In the last, I'd say 2 weeks, if you've noticed in your timelines, whether Instagram or Facebook, I've noticed it, that a lot of people are saying, check up on your neighbor. Check up on your strong friend. Mental illness is real. People are dealing with their minds, and their minds are attacking them each and every day. And we don't know what people are going through, but yet we are quick to point fingers and blame folks and talk bad about people and talk about what they don't have and what they don't drive and who they marry and things like that. The moment Jennifer Lopez got engaged, people were like, oh, this is our 5th marriage. So what? Let that girl love. And how many times are we going to continue to talk down about people because they say the word will not return to you void? So every word that you speak returns to you. Every word that you speak is a seed. I want you to really put that into context. Everything that you say out of your mouth, it comes from your heart. That's word is in you. Those are your seeds. The things that you say about other people, the evilness that you create, that's the things that are within you. Those are the seeds that are within you. And you wonder why your life is chaotic. You wonder why it's just falling apart. Why is it falling apart? It's because what's in you. You've got to start changing. You've got to start believing. And I didn't come on here to preach. I did not come on here to preach. But sometimes some folks need to hear some things. And maybe tonight was your night to hear this. Sometimes you've got to stop walking in fear. You've got to stop walking in fear. You've got to stop doubting your purpose and your power. Right now, somebody is supposed to be doing something. You have been told 700 times up ways, down ways. You've got confirmation. The lights are turned on. People are sending you letters and cards in the mail. Something miraculous is happening to you all over the world, and you still ain't get up and do what you're supposed to do. You still making excuses of why you can't. I don't have enough money. I'm too old. I'm not in the right position. I can't leave my job. I got a husband and a wife. I can't do this. I got kids. There's a reason why God put this baby in your belly. It's a reason why God put this thing in you. It's a reason why you're the one He's been tasked to do this job. There is somebody out here, and I feel like I say the same things every time I get on this thing, because it's like the message is still the same. It doesn't change. What are you afraid of? God says, I did not give you a spirit of fear. He said, why worry, oh ye of little faith? Why? Why are you so afraid of something that doesn't exist? Fear is false evidence appearing real. It is not real. It is an illusion. It is an illusion that you create in your mind. It is something that you create in your mind. That's how powerful you are. That you're creating a circumstance in which it leaves you paralyzed to do the things that you're supposed to do. That you already have permission to do. That you already have the resources to do. That you already have the people to do. You've got everything that you need to be the greatest person that you can be, but yet you decide not to do it. You create more excuses than a nigga going to jail, as Ike Turner would say. Like you at some point in your life, okay? Now, right now. This is, I'm telling you, I wasn't meant to be on live tonight. So if you're watching this is a message just directly to you. I don't know what it is that you're supposed to be doing, but you need to get up and start doing it. You need to get up and start working right now. You need to get up and I'm saying, actively believe, have faith that the thing that you are asking for is coming. If you're looking to go somewhere, get the passport. If you're looking for the new job, get the business closed. If you're looking to start a new business, get the building. Get the office space. Get whatever it is that you're asking God for and believe that it is coming. Prepare yourself for it. I think the story is about the lady who didn't have anything and the 3 men came and said, do you have anything to eat? She says, no, all I have is these three drops of oil. They said, go out and get all the clay pots from your neighbors that you can get. She didn't say, well, for what? Because I ain't got no oil. Ain't no need for me to go out there. Ain't no need for me to go and get a business license when I ain't got no money to get no business. It don't make no sense. Go out there and get the clay pots. Go get the pots. Prepare yourself for the blessing. So many of us right now, we're begging God for blessings all over the world for all kinds of things, but yet you're not even prepared for it to show up. If God was to drop 10 grand in your account right now, where would it go? What is the plan that you have for the thing? What else are you doing with yourself? I need you right now to prepare. Amen, sis. Right now, prepare. Right now, that sister right now is on her way to Syracuse. She is preparing for her destiny. Right now. There is no second guessing. She knows what God is setting her up for. So therefore, she's doing the studying. She's doing the work. She's making the plans. She's making the preparations. Are you making the preparations for your blessing to show up? Or are you just going to sit and wait for God to show up for you? God don't work that way. He needs to see there's some effort, there's some commitment. How many times have you told God that you're going to do something? How many times you going to tell God, I'm going to get up and run. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to be kind to my husband. I'm going to be nice to my wife. How many times did you told God that this is your plan? And you do 30 days, you do 10 days, some of you do 3 days, and you back off the wagon. You back doing the way you is. You back with your attitude. You back doing things that you said that you was never going to do again. You back breaking promises. God can't believe you. And if God can't trust you, who can trust you? If God can't trust you, but see, that is the beauty of God and God's grace. God's grace is sufficient. Like you don't even have to be, you could be as ratchet as you want to be, but God will still have grace for you. That is God's unconditional love. That just means your blessing is on hold. It's going to take a little longer for you to get up the hill because why? You keep throwing yourself back down it. God's not pushing you down the hill that says, oh no, try again. He's not. He's not. He's simply just awaiting for you to get on the right foot, to keep pushing yourself. Because every time you get halfway up the hill, every time you meet resistance and challenge, you turn around and say, oh God, this is too tough. This is too hard. And God's like, man, I built this hill just for you. I know your strength. I know how good you are. I know who you are. I built you. I know what you asking me for before you even asked me. So I built this obstacle just enough to get you to push past your comfort zone. Push past your part that you're at, because you keep doing the same thing expecting different results and it's not showing up. So you keep coming to me whining and complaining about your life, and you still ain't did the thing that I asked you to do in order to get the thing that you want. Quit playing with me. But see, some of us are so naive, we don't have these conversations with God. We think God is just something that's out there, but God is in you. The kingdom of God lives within you. And if you understand that, if you don't have that level of relationship with the God that lives inside of you, you are already losing. You are already behind the curveball. I want you right now. Somebody is supposed to hear this tonight. Whatever you're supposed to be doing, do it. Go do it. Stop making excuses. Prepare your oil. Go get the pots. Go get the pots and allow for the blessing to have a space when it shows up. Oh, be the thing that you're asking for. And remember, bless it. The power of life and death is in the tongue. What are you saying about yourself? Are you saying you're not good enough? You don't have enough money? You don't have enough time? You don't have enough resources? You do. You got God. You got the unlimited universe. You got the unlimited universe at your disposal. It's yours. There's nothing that can stop you. Nothing that can stop you. And the only thing that's stopping you is you. It's your fear and your doubts. Your fears and your doubts. And then you tack it on by getting people to agree, to touch and agree with your fear and your doubts. Because it said, with two or more can gather and agree, there shall God be. And you get more people to agree. So you get on Facebook and you say, oh, I got these haters. Oh, I got, the people at the job don't want me. They everybody talking about me. So you get on Facebook and you get on Instagram and you call them your girls and you kiki and cat about all the boom boom that is happening in your life. All the things that you don't want in your life, you magnify, and they keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger until you are on your knees in submission. And you're like, God, please help me. I can no longer carry this load. And God is like, I never gave you that load. That's the burdens that you've been picking up. You keep bending down and picking that foolishness up. I've been forgave you for that. I've been let that go. But you, every morning you get up, you pick up that same stone and you keep picking them up and putting them in your basket and putting them in your basket and putting more and more in your basket, and you carrying all this stuff around, and God ain't even give that stuff to you. That's you. That's you creating that mess in your life. And you want to blame God. God ain't to blame. It's you. It's your thoughts. It's your negativity. It's your doubts. It's your fears. False evidence appearing real. Fear is not even real. It's a manifestation of your mind. You change your mind, you change the way the world looks. You don't like it, you change it. Change the way you think, you change the way you see things. So, if you're at a job and you know people are talking bad about you, you say, you know what? I walk into this job in my divine purpose. I know that what God has for me is here, and if it's not for me, then I'm not here. And God will move me in time and in due season, and it will be in perfect timing, and it will be in harmony with what my purpose is. And you live and you work, and before you know it, boom, she gets fired. The boss gets laid off. You now get the permission, or you get fired, like one of my brothers, Chuckie B, got fired from his job after 16 years because of people who were negative. But little did he know, and he admitted it, that God blessed him to get fired. God blessed him to get fired after 16 years. God blessed him to get fired after 16 years because it took him. God said, in order for me to push you into a new realm, I've got to take you from what's comfortable. In 16 years doing the thing that you love to do, and to get fired from that, to say, you know what? I'm going to line you up to not give you one, not two, but 3 businesses. 3 businesses. You never gonna work for anybody else again in your life. I needed to show you that. I needed to let you get comfortable and do something that you love for 16 years, and I needed to take away from you so you could understand that I got you, that I will catch you, and God will catch you when you fall, because you're not falling, you're just moving to a new level. You're moving to a new stone. And if you believe God like you believe in Beyonce, if you believe God like you believe in Beyonce, if you believe God like you believe in Beyonce, that's all you need. God will handle you. He will love you. He will take you to the next level. Stop procrastinating. Stop living in a dormant life. Live in your truth and live in your power. Be strong, because it takes courage. It takes courage, and you got it. Every single day that we get up and we face life, it takes courage. You've got it. God's already equipped you with the thing that you needed. He's already given you all the desires of your heart. And when you begin to live a life with unwavering faith, because that's what we were talking about here. We were talking about living a life of unwavering faith where doubt and fear do not exist. When you know that you know that you know that you know, and you can walk in the light of God every step of the way without question. When you can do that, the universe opens up for you. Miracles happen. When you speak, it is so. It is manifested. It becomes truth. It becomes light. It is the thing in which you desire. If you continue, come on, to hold back, God is going to continue to hold you. He wants to let you go. He wants to see you soar. You're his baby. You're his image. And if you are the image of God, being ratchet and hateful and sinful and ugly and vindictive, because God said, vengeance is mine. Why are you trying to get back at a person? That ain't even your role. That ain't even your job description. But when you realize that everything is possible. Everything. Yes, that too, and that. Yup, that too. Yes. God has already said yes. Now it's time for you to do the work. Now it's time for you to get up. Now it's time for you to take control. Now it's the time for you to take over. Now is the time for you to live. Don't go live, but live. Be, do, act, trust, love, believe, have faith, unwavering faith. If you can have unwavering faith, you can have the world. Right now, Father, I want to say thank you. I want to thank you for just giving me the opportunity to be a vessel to send the word. I don't know where it came from or why it came, but maybe there's somebody who needed to hear this tonight, who just needed to push to understand that they are not by themselves, that this is their time and this is their moment, and they have no more excuses, that this is their time to move. And if they move with unwavering faith, if they believe and they know, they hope and trust that they will be protected and they will be loved, and if they fall, that you will catch them, and just to move them from one space to another, that every resource that they require is theirs, that every desire that they need is theirs as well. Father, if you just send this word to whomever it needs to go, I say thank you for allowing me the blessing of being that thing, being that vessel. I want to say that this has been an amazing night. I want to thank everybody who's listening. I want to thank everyone who is going to watch this in the replay. You are one, you are loved, and live in unwavering faith. This is the Love Evangelist Nikeema Lee, and I am excited to be with you here. I love you. Look forward to seeing you all really, really soon. Again, drop your comments. Share this with someone. There's somebody out here that needs to hear this. Somebody out here, there's someone who this is meant for. It may not be you. It may be somebody you know. Share this. Share this. Amen. Amen. Love you.